teasing you.
We're ready.
All right. In the right spot?
Yeah, you're good.
Ready? Fellow Toastmasters and honored guests, how many of you have gone through a major life change, like a divorce, career change? Show of hands. Well, I can relate. It was the year 2015. I was dealing with job loss, going through a divorce, and I had to move out of my house that I lived in for over a decade. To say I was stressed was an understatement. And I found myself asking the question, what in the world am I going to do next? I decided to keep looking for a job. I applied to jobs day and night, and bing, 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 kept getting rejection emails. The months went by, and before I knew it, it was December 15th. Now, what you folks don't know is that my divorce agreement stated that I absolutely, positively, unequivocally had to be out of my house by December 31st. But when I got that last rejection email, something inside me just snapped. And I remember saying, that's it, I'm done. I need a major life change, and for the better. And with that, I decided to move to Florida. Now, I remember getting into my new apartment and sitting on my sofa, proud of myself that I made this big jump. But then I wondered, okay, what do I do next? Now, in my previous life, I was a corporate trainer. And while I was out of work, I managed to get some part-time work teaching. So when I came to Florida, I did what a lot of middle-aged people out of work do. I went into real estate sales. Now I gotta tell you, I started out really well. I closed on 2 homes in the first 4 months of working. And I remember saying, yes, yes, I finally found a way to make some money. But that soon changed. Months went by, no more sales. Several months went by again, no more sales. It got to be a year, no more sales. I knew I had to do something different. But once again, I wondered, what do I do next? Now, I came across an internet-based real estate company, and they promised no monthly office charges, no franchise fees, and best of all, free leads. I said, sign me up. Within days, I started getting phone calls. But the people I was talking to had no money, bad credit. One woman even had bankruptcy, and she was looking to buy a house. I finally had to call them and say, listen, I want to sell houses, but I need better leads. And they said, all right, Renato, we'll work on getting you better leads. What happened next was, in a word, comical. The next day, my phone rings is Enrique. Enrique says he wants a 4-bedroom house, 2-car garage, a pool in a gated community. And I said, no problem. What's your max budget? Are you ready for this? $120,000. Next! My next phone call, this call was so short, I don't even remember the fellow's name. He tells me he wants a house in Odessa, Florida, and it has to have a really big detached garage. So I asked, I said, well, what do you need, 4 or 5 cars? He said, I need a 15-car garage. I'm like, 15 car? Well, what's your max budget? He says, $200,000. Next! The next person I spoke to was Owen. You are going to love Owen. Owen brags to me that he's a cash buyer, he's got $1 million in the bank. I said, great, let's go look at houses. He said, oh, no, I can't. I'm like, well, why not? He said, well, my wife's away. I said, well, that's not a problem. When is your wife coming home? And he said, well, I need $2,000 to bring my wife home and I haven't got it. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. You just told me you have $1 million in the bank. He says, yes, but it's in my wife's name. Next. This went on for months. After about 3 months, I had had enough, and I quit. I felt lost, confused, beaten, and frustrated. But fortunately for me, in my Toastmasters group, we have a fellow named Joe Jones. And this fellow helps people find jobs. So I sat down with him and I showed him my resume, and he says, Renato, your resume screams training. And deep down, I knew he was right. I had lost my way. But I knew he was right, and I listened to what he said, I updated my resume, and I began my search for a training job. Now, I'm happy to say that I finally got a job. And I'd like to share with you a quote from the late Steve Jobs. And the quote is, "Have the courage to believe within, because somehow your inner self truly knows what you are meant to become." And I hope that quote, ladies and gentlemen, helps you figure out what is your next